So good morning, friends, and welcome to another amazing episode of Get In, Get With series. And as always, it's such a pleasure to invite all of you and, spend quality time with all of you. Today, I have a very, very, very dear friend of mine. And I say this because you will know at the end of the session, the way we interact, right? Her name is Sunanda and she's from Hyderabad. And she is the founder of, Manasa Shubhakara. And she's an excellent person by herself, but she's also an art therapist, a psychologist, and she serves for the mental health of a lot of people. And she has a lot of interest in a number of fields, but just to name a few, I would say she's interested in eco-physiology and eco-psychology. So, which means, how nature really affects us and how we can make the best of being, going green everywhere. And she's also very, it means too much into positive psychology. She's a certified positive psychologist and a yoga trainer, and she plays Veena, and she's passionate about learning multiple languages. And I've heard her speak at least 6-7 languages so frequently and fluently. It is not like you know it and you've not spoken it, right? So that is Sunanda for you. And we welcome you for the 69th Get In, Get Fit series. And it's indeed a immense pleasure inviting you to our platform. Over to you, Sunanda.
Yeah, thank you, Vidyaa. It's my pleasure having here. I personally know Vidyaa ma'am. She's an excellent, multi-talented, not multitasking. It makes a lot of difference. Multi-talented person. She's more actively participated in dentistry as well as psychotherapy than art, dance, music, and all. We cannot make a list. That much of a multi-talented lady. Thank you, Vidyaa. I think I can give brief introduction about art therapy. Yeah, friends, today I'm going to talk about Mandala art. I'm Sunanda from Hyderabad. I'm running my own clinic, Manasa Shubhakara. I am very much interested in Mandala art, and different form of Indian arts are there. That is Zentangle, Mandala art, then Gond art, Madhubani. We can refresh ourselves. We can let it our emotions in the form of art. What is art therapy? According to American Art Therapy Association, it defines an integrative mental health human services profession that enriches the lives of individuals, families, communities through active art making, creative process, applied psychology theory, and human experience within a psychotherapeutic relationship. Below, we can see Edward Adamson, the father of art therapy in Britain. Actually, in this pandemic, we are held up in our homes. That time we cannot stressed or depressed by worrying about what will happen to us or what will happen to our near and dear one. That time we can explore ourselves. We can make inner strength due to this art therapy. What are the different ways of art therapy? Then how it heals our inside our well-being, mental health being. Art heals. It's effective tools in mental health treatment. We can use in therapeutic forms to express our emotions, creativity. Then it improve our physical and emotional well-being. For this, we need not to be Ravi Shankar or Picasso. Whatever we are thinking about inside our brain, just we can express our emotions. For this, we need only little bit of A4 size paper or a black pen With that, we can do lot of wonders inside our home. Don't feel I am alone or what will happen to us. That is the benefit of art therapy. It makes lot of impact inside our brain. We are just activate our alpha mind power, then dopamine secretion will be more. Then we are connecting our mind and body with the spiritual soul. That is the impact of art therapy. The purpose of art is washing the dust of our souls. Then different types of art therapy, not only by creating artwork. It may be a movement therapy, just we can dance till exhausted. Then drama therapy, in counseling we use psychodrama therapy. Then expressive emotions, then music therapy. Music also great impact on our mental health. Then writing journals, different form of diary making. Even Dr. Vidyaa also famous for gratitude journal making. Art therapy can be used in aging related process, anxiety, then chronic cancer patients, even depression patients also we can use. Then eating disorder, binge eating and all we can control by using this art therapy. Then emotional difficulties, how it will be improved inside our brain, what are the ways it will impact on our mental health. Right side images you can see, it will improve our cognition thinking power. Then it will improve our sensory motor functions. For kids, ADHD kids, then hyperactive kids, when we engage this type of art therapy, they will be improved a lot. Then foster self-esteem, promote insight, enhance our social relationship. These are the different usages. Then we can use for family relationship problems, then medical conditions, post-traumatic stress disorder, then psychological symptom and associated with other medical issues. Then psychosocial issues we can use, then stress, substance use disorder also we can use. Benefits of art therapy: adults experiencing severe stress, then children experiencing behavioral or social problems at school or at home, children or adults who have experienced a traumatic event, children with learning disabilities, individuals living with brain injury, people experiencing mental health problems. These are the benefits of art therapy. We have to engage ourselves minimum 1 hour, then only we will get a benefit of that art therapy. Usually what our ladies will do, free time means they will watch TV or serials. Unwanted headache we are creating ourselves. Besides, for that we can engage ourselves in a meaningful way. Art therapy or dance therapy, something when we switch on our TV. Now Vidyaa madam is continuously promoting mental health videos. Get in, fit in that we can utilize it by a positive way. Benefits of art therapy: we can self-discover ourselves, then we can improve our self-esteem, then we can release our emotional tensions, even stress relief, depression. These are the different type of benefits of art therapy. Then effectiveness of art therapy. By seeing this picture, we can came to know that before art therapy, inside our brain, lot of things will be happening. After doing art therapy, we will be relaxed. It will experience trauma. Art therapy was found to significantly reduce our trauma symptoms, then decrease our level of depression. We cannot achieve one day itself. We have to practice continuously, then only effectiveness will be noticed. Patients undergoing medical treatments, cancer patients, it can improve their quality. For palliative treatment also, we can use this to overcome the psychological tensions. Then art therapy reduced depression and increased self-esteem in older adults living in nursing homes. Usually what will happen after some age, kids will go abroad, parents will stay alone. They will pay for old age home and they will stay there. They feel depressed and loneliness. For that kind of old age people also, they will engage on their own, like making mandala simple patterns, circular patterns, then dot patterns, simple way they can engage themselves. These are the different patterns. Myself and my sister will usually engage weekly. We are conducting art workshop, then art classes we are conducting. This art made by coffee powder with coffee and white acrylic. We done this. Simple circular patterns, then angles will be noted like 30 degrees, 60 degrees. We have to draw with the pencil and protractor. We are using for this circular pattern. Then now we are going to mandala. What is mandala? It's usually in Buddha religious people, they will do ritualously. Mandala is a spiritual and ritual symbol in Asian culture. It can be understood in two different ways: externally as a visual representation, and internally it guides several practices. It took place in many Asian traditions, including meditation. In Hinduism and Buddhism, the people believe that by entering the mandala and proceeding towards its center, you are guided through the cosmic process of transforming the universe from one of suffering into one of joy and happiness. Brief history of mandala. Mandala, it is used in Asian arts. It's became popular in meditative element for variety of different cultures in Hindu and Buddhist cultures. Mandala and tangas serve as a representation of the universe and guide on the path to the enlightenment. We have since seen the geometric design appear in yoga studios, dream catchers, and healing circles, and other meditative practice. The habit of creating and collecting mandalas is a transformative practice that is intended to restore inner peace and wisdom within. While doing mandala art, we fully engage ourselves. We won't focus outside the world. By catching, holding brushes, we fully disconnected from the outside world. That is more important. Mandala art can be described as many forms of circular pattern, geometric, that contains symbols of a person's inner self, guiding principles and overall ideas about the world. What are the benefits due to this mandala art? It reduces our behavioral problem. We can emotionally outlet our expressions, formation of adequate emotional response to injury, like depression, anxiety patients we can do in counseling, increase motivation for rehabilitation, improve self-identity, hard to achieve due to lack of access to recent memory, short-term memory deficits, aid in reduction of cognitive confusion, then increase socialization through group awareness, then increase organizational skills. Then sacred space to meet self. brilliant psychoanalyst Carl Jung believed that the mandala represent the self, and that drawing a mandala gives a person a sacred space to meet that self. He considered making mandala an effective form of art therapy, helping to calm and comfort people struggling with mental health issues. Common symbols used in mandala. While doing this mandala spiritually, they use wheel-like patterns, then spokes, bells, triangle, lotus, then sun. These are some of the symbols while doing mandala. The circular pattern connected to nature. Wheel works as an artistic representation of perfect universe. The 8 spokes represent the 8-fold path of Buddhism, the summary of practices that lead to liberation and rebirth. Then bells represent an openness and emptying of the mind to allow the entrance of wisdom and clarity. Then triangle, it represents the facing upward. Triangle represent the action and energy, and facing downward, they represent creativity and the pursuit of knowledge. Then lotus flower represent Buddhism. The symmetry of lotus depicts balance. As a lotus reaches up from underwater into the light, so too does a human reaching for spiritual awakening and enlightenment. The sun, a popular basis of modern mandala pattern, sun tends to represent the universe, often carrying meanings related to life and energy. Mandala in various culture, not even in India, in Western culture also, Native Americans, they also using this mandala. When we are going to church, we can see mirror pattern, then Greek, Roman, these people also, they are using mandala as art in the religious places. Even in nature also, when we connect to, we can connect mandala, like floral patterns, then trees. Usually in botany class, they will call aging rings. When we cut the logs, we can see circular patterns, then floral patterns. Even what we are using in our homes, day-to-day life, we can see circular patterns. From that, we can create some of the artwork. Benefits of art therapy for children. Even children's also we can use in school counseling. Art washes from the soul the dust of everyday life, by Picasso. Therapy is capable of promoting self-expression and feelings and emotions. It has ability to facilitate positive perspectives on one's life. It's capable of promoting a sense of personal independence, self-reliance, and self-sufficiency. Therapy has the ability to help a child through difficult expressions. It allows a child to verbally, non-verbally communicate emotions that might otherwise be abandoned or sealed from society. Therapy instills constructive technique to self-manage. Hyperactivity kids, then ADHD kids. In ADHD kids, sensory motor, then they cannot hold pen, paper, they cannot sit in a place. For them, we can teach how to manage themselves. We can use these techniques so that they will gain positive way of life they feel. Buddhist sand mandalas. Below this PPT, you can see the different forms they are using for mandala art. For centuries, Tibetan Buddhist monks have made these cosmic diagrams out of colored sand. As they place each grain of sand intentionally using metal funnels and sticks, monks enter a flow of state when they approach the center point of the artwork. They experience the transcendence of self and the reality of universe in which all beings are free from suffering. Then after days or weeks of labor, they practice non-attachment and demonstrate the impermanence of all things by destroying the mandala. Even in Margali month, in South India, during this Sankranti times, we usually draw a lot of rangoli in front of our home. By doing that, usually women will get peace of mind while drawing the rangoli. Really, we get a lot of relief. But nowadays, that culture is slowly destroying. Just we are applying paint or we are sticking some of the rangoli patterns in front of our homes. In our Ramama days, usually party and all, what they will do, Margali month means they will wake up 4 o'clock, they do a lot of rangoli patterns in front of the home. What are the materials required for mandala? A pen, paper, then drawing compass, ruler, protractor, then thin marker, ink pen, thick marker. As you wish, we can draw as acrylic painting, sketches, then crayons, whatever we are having at home, we can utilize that colors. Yeah, this we did in lockdown time. Another circular pattern. While lockdown time, myself and my sisters sit together, we talk. At the same time, we'll do mandala art also. In that way, we can engage ourselves, not only for counseling or to teach others, even we can use these techniques to improve our betterment. We can use ourselves to improve our self-awareness, to self-concentration. We can engage these type of activities. This is dot mandala. We can get in Amazon also. Different tools are there for dot mandala that we can purchase, and different dot shapes are there. By using that, we can do this dot mandala. This mandala is made by coffee powder. The steps to draw mandala: sit down and take a deep breath, smile and draw your soul out. Make this mandala yours without any attachment to the outer world. You can see how much joy you can take from this simple activity. Make these words of David Mamet. Art is an expression of joy and awe. It is not an attempt to share one virtuous and accomplishment with the audience, but an act of selfless spirit. Our effort is not for us to know. It is not in our control. Only our intention is under our control. Art therapy helps me to feel safe, be mindful, be more calm, find my inner strength, and be vulnerable, be more compassionate. While doing this art therapy, we are using mindful technique. We are focusing only our inner self. We have to activate our sensory organs. We are not focusing outside world. That is more important. We have to draw daily, minimum half an hour, then only we will get that benefit. Thank you, friends. By this, I am concluding this session. Any doubts, you can interact with me.
An awesome session as always, Sunanda. It's so much of a relief even to listen to this lecture. As you had mentioned, we always wanted practical demo session also. We'll have Swati also soon with us to help us draw, and many of us who would like to really de-stress ourselves with such wonderful, colorful pictures there. It was such a, even your voice was so soothing, so relaxing, and so inspiring. I could feel that connect as you were talking. And even more very important, what I felt was when you said, you spend time with your sister as you drew. That is so very precious, because, in today's times, we hardly have time to spend time with our own family members. But I think this pandemic really made our family a little more closer to each other. Even if they were in different places, I think, the WhatsApp groups and the Zoom meetings and all these kind of meetings brought us together. And this is a nice activity, along with probably playing Antakshari or anything on the Zoom call. Doing this Mandala Art Therapy is also so beautiful. Thank you once again for such a wonderful lecture. I would encourage anybody, if you have any questions, to kindly put it on your chat box. And of course, your feedback also on the chat box. So it will help us, connect. At the same time, I just thought I would put in these questions before the other questions come up, Zinda. So the first thing is, today I noticed that, the children basically are not able to go out and play as much as even I remember doing it, at least in the 10th standard, right? And this era of online classes and the scare or the paranoia of the pandemic has really brought a mental depression to all age groups, even students, everybody. So does this Mandala Art Therapy help the children? I'm not talking about only you had mentioned already the children. I'm talking even about children who have less of attention during or focus during studies, or some children who are really mischievous or naughty, who are over energetic or hyper in nature. Does this Mandala art really help them also?
Exactly. You ask nice question, Vidya. We can use for concentration and memory power. There will lot of improvement.
Okay. Lovely, lovely.
Can use for kids, definitely. They will just enjoy this Mandala art.
How much time do you allocate for this? I'm talking about in terms of children, because generally we say 30 to 40 minutes, making them sit down itself is a very big thing. So you first let them do freehand. Is that itself a good to start with? How do they do about it?
Yeah, it differs from person to person, kids to kids. Usually they won't obey. When we catch their interest and concentration power, definitely they will sit more than an hour. Also they will sit together. Even when we are conducting workshops, a lot of kids will engaged.
Awesome, awesome. I have Rhoda saying, I can vouch for the relaxing feeling one gets when doing mandala. The flow of thoughts, flow of the hand, planning and execution give one great pride when seeing the finished product. And I agree with what Rhoda is saying. And she says, I did quite few mandalas during lockdown, though I have two left hands. She means that, she's not very good at drawing, but still, as you said, you don't have to be a Picasso to draw. You just have to start. So thank you, Rhoda, for that. And Ambika is saying, excellent and mindful session. Any session is going on to join so that, they can learn.
Yeah, I will share my link.
Okay.
So you people benefit for that. Yeah. Sure.
Perfect.
Thank you, Ambika.
Thank you so much, Sunanda. I have another question. How good is this? See, generally when we look at mehendi designs or even columns or like you said, mandala, the initial few drawings is, what do I say? It is not very intricate. they will draw big lines or thick lines and things like that. But I feel as you practice, you make it more intricate. So can you just throw some light on those aspects of drawing?
Yeah, practice make perfect a person. We have to start with the inside out. That is the pattern. When we start inside a floral pattern or lotus, something, triangles, we have lot of, even for Rangoli also nowadays they are selling lot of items, draw perfectly, right?
Correct.
When we are engaging, we will get inner peace. That is more important.
Okay. So basically you're trying to say that whatever the pattern you come out with, what you get through the process of drawing the art is what makes the mandala more relaxing.
That is more important.
Okay.
More than drawing.
Okay.
When we draw slowly, we will make it perfect.
Okay.
Interest is more.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Taking interest. Yeah.
Okay. And what I realized is, first of all, even in the diagrams which you showed, usually it is either black or white. And now they add a lot of colors to it. They add, as you said, coffee color, also the shades of coffee also. So does color psychology also plays a role on this mental well-being?
Yeah, very much, very much. You rightly pointed, for depression patient, they won't use bright colors and all.
Okay.
Normal people, they use bright color, enriching colors they will use. From that, we came to know when we are doing counseling, they use very lighter colors when they are in depressive mood.
Okay. And one more, now since you said that, you know, you will be able to judge or gauge or help these kind of clients of yours when you find them a little depressed or stressed or anxiety or whatever the, you know, the emotions could be. My question is there any gauge or is there any a scale as to how you help these clients get out of their depressed mode? Is there any a kind of a questionnaire or something like that which helps along with that?
Yeah. Actually, I don't want to reveal her identity.
Okay.
Girl is divorced. She went fully depressed. Now she is joined in eminent what is that, MNC group.
Okay.
Before that, she won't talk, just she'll stay inside the room. After applying this art therapy, she came to my clinic. By giving my guidance and all, she taken fully. Nearly 3 months it took.
Okay.
So I applied only art therapy.
Okay.
Daily she will practice 1 hour.
Okay.
Now she joined job also. Before that, actually she went to a psychiatrist. There they prescribed some medicines also. Now she fully stopped. Now also she is practicing this Mandala art technique, some Zentangle, whatever I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
But daily she is practicing. She totally come out of the depressive state.
Awesome. Very nice, inspiring, and a true experience and story sharing. Thank you so much for that, Sunanda. God bless that girl and may she find peace and happiness soon. Another question from the question which you just said right now, you said practice daily. I know, you know, everyday practice would make it perfect, but how much time do you think one needs to allocate? Because mostly when people, you say do something, they will say, oh, I'm very busy. So how do you tell this? So, and you said it is more of your inner feelings and expressions which gets out in paper. So if you can just throw some light on that.
Sure. We have to create me time. That is more important. Something, yoga, meditation, whatever you are interested, that is more important. Minimum half an hour, 10 to 15 minutes also enough. But we have to engage fully. by watching TV or we are talking. That is not the way. Fully, we have to focus and concentrate. Minimum half an hour. But we are finding time for WhatsApp, chatting, Facebook, that and all we are finding time. For me time, we are not taking, right?
Correct. Wonderful question, wonderful answering, and so excited. I would just want to take up a pen and start drawing right now. Thank you so much, Sunanda, for that wonderful session. I'm sure we will have a practical session soon with Swati and you on the same platform. And thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know how busy you are. I have moved with you now for almost more than a year now, and we have met on different forums also. But this has been truly a very encouraging understanding move that, life goes on, but find some time for yourself, and that's very important. So with those few words, I would like to thank the entire audience for being such a sport